Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 1. Oh man. Last episode, we had obviously the big thing with Chuck. He had a major setback between losing his job. Obviously, he still got the big old payout, which I'd be happy with, honestly. I know a lot of people say, like, money won't make you happy, but I'm the kind of person that money won't make me happy, but money would allow me to do the things I like to do that make me happy without having to pay for, or without having to work, I mean. So there's that. But but yeah, obviously in Chuck's case, I mean, his goal was to get better to be a lawyer again. That was his, a few episodes ago we had him all excited and ready to do that, seeing his improvements and all that. So yeah, it's really unfortunate to see him be set back that way and then lighting that fire. It seems like it was a suicide attempt, right? I mean, unless he was in like a really like messed up state and just really wasn't coherent in what he was doing, it seems like he just wanted it over, right? I don't know. But I'm really hoping he lives. I'm hoping maybe someone catches the fire before it reaches him and, firefighters save him, or he realizes like, oh shit, what am I doing? And like runs out of the house or something like that. But we'll have to wait and see. Nacho got saved by the skin of his teeth, and then we spent a lot of time with Kim focusing on not just work, seemingly taking a little bit of time to recover and kind of rethink what she's doing, it seems like. So I wonder how. I mean, obviously, I imagine Kim's going to be going back to work again, but maybe she won't be pushing it as hard, right? So that'll be interesting to see here in the future of what happens there. So yeah, guys, I'm excited to watch this now. Just because of the new season, I want to mention it. I usually try not to mention it in the beginning of the episode. Usually I mention it at the end because I don't want to annoy you guys. But make sure you hit that subscribe button if you guys are enjoying. I very much appreciate it. Also, check out my Patreon too if you want to support the channel. This was a Patreon exclusive show, so if you're watching this on YouTube right now, that means you can get the rest of Better Call Saul every season up until its end on my Patreon. So if you want to see all that ahead of time, check that out. The links are in the description below. I very much appreciate it. If not, that's fine too. Thank you for watching. But yeah, guys, so let's get started with Season 4. We're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh yes, we're going to have another one of these scenes, aren't we? I'm gonna close. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. I was trying to finish something up on a mobile game I had running on my PC. I usually close all this stuff before I start recording just to make sure it doesn't cause any lag or anything. Okay, we're good. It is closed. Oh yeah, that's right. The last time we saw this, he like passed out. Yeah, obviously they're gonna call 911. Gene. Is that his new alias? I can't remember enough. I know Breaking Bad, he like went kind of into hiding or something, right? With the events that happened at the end of Breaking Bad, but I don't know if we ever got that name as a result. I kind of want to go back and rewatch Breaking Bad again before I watch more. Well, not before I watch more of this, but I wonder if he was already sick or like whatever caused this, right? I need to clean my glasses. I turned my lights on to record and realized how bad this was. He's pregnant! Just kidding. I know they use ultrasounds for other things. I hope Cinnabon has some good health insurance. I guess, did he run with money, though? He might be fine if he ran with... I guess you could also say, I work at a Cinnabon. They'll make you pay like $20 a month for the rest of your life. Welcome to America. Takovic. You owe the hospital $7,500. I gotta try to remember to, I gotta get my license renewed this year. And, it's a fake ID, right? He doesn't give the wrong one, right? Hurry up. Is he gonna leave? Okay, no, maybe not. It's so funny because I thought when he said oh, and then I literally thought it in my head. I should have said it out loud. Did she type O's? God damn it. Did you get your license back? Yep. I wasn't sure if that was something where she gave it back off screen or this. Back to the mall, huh? Is he going back to work? Yeah, that's gonna be nerve-wracking whenever you have to have your ID checked when you're on the lam. Albuquerque. Uh-oh. Is this guy from Albuquerque? Might recognize him. You're that Saul Goodman guy, aren't you? I saw your ads. Damn, bro, stop staring at me. that's not good. Is he being... Okay. Maybe the guy's just a little slow. Keep driving, dude. This is a pretty extended beginning scene. I'm fine with it. It's just Jimmy being paranoid. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not good for whatever made him pass out. Alright. Being so stressed afterwards, right? They never did say, huh? What was wrong? The house fire. Shit. It's a really crazy... Just like seeing the embers go by. It looks very, like... I mean, that's obviously supposed to be faked, right? Because we're panning. It's like a panning screen, but those are still, like, going. Oh. Interesting. It went all the way to, like, where Jimmy is? Huh. He felt a disturbance in the force. Is it morning, or is he just... I guess we saw the clock, it said 6:19. I even looked at the clock. It is morning, okay. It was nighttime when the fire happened, right? Someone's gotta call him, right? How has he not gotten called, like, sooner? His phone is charging. Is it his? Is it off because of that? Looking for a job for now to last him. Bringing her some coffee in bed. Maybe. Oh. Yep. No, 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 no. Answer it. Answer it. Oh, fuck me. Hot, 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 hot. Those cups always get hot. They have a voicemail, right? We've heard it before. Say. Oh. Yep. That got his attention. He loves his brother. Oh, shit. Is he alive? Oh, coroner. He's dead, isn't he? I mean, that's the only reason a coroner would be here. Fuck. It's the last bit of Jimmy's family. Damn. Yeah. I realize he relapsed. Fuck, man. I don't want Chuck to go out that way at all. He gonna blame himself? I don't know. Damn. It's kind of crazy because if you think about it, without Chuck, I didn't even think about this last season either, or the last episode. With Chuck being out of HHM and now no longer in the story, unfortunately, there's not much ties to keep Howard in the story unless they find a way to keep him in it, right? So we might not see as much of HHM. All that's really left is when they actually end up settling, right? Because they never did settle. Jimmy will eventually get his money. I guess with them being lawyers, there's always like chances to run into HHM though. Oh, he's quitting. Does he have to quit to go and work that other, or like to make it seem like he's working that other job? Is he actually going to work security? Um, where he's laundering his money at? That same hose that he made with her, he also did one for here. That's such a grandfather thing to do. My grandfather would do stuff like that when we were younger. Hell, he still does stuff like that now to joke around with us. That, like, really, that Mike did is, like, so what my grandfather would do. Cool. Gets to spend more time with his granddaughter. Pick her up. Gonna get his first paycheck. Madrigal, that's the place, right? Or is it a... Oh, yep, that's definitely a check. Whew. Money, money, money. Uh-oh. What'd he see? To make him go, hmm. Bored? Or, hmm. Or he's bothered. Is he bothered by something on the bill? Hmm. Oh, Jimmy. He was just thinking about, like, losing people too, right? After Kim's accident. Is Jimmy gonna get his money, or no? Oh, okay, that. Damn. Hmm. It's gonna be hard. Hmm. Yeah, just I wasn't sure what because I know Jimmy and Howard aren't on the best terms right now, and um, so I wasn't sure what that was gonna if Jimmy was gonna get like a little petty with it at all, but I think it's just hard to hear, so sudden and everything. That's why he just walked away. The good stuff that he bought not too long ago, huh? Drink. Man, Jimmy's barely said anything this episode. He spoke a bit on the bench, and then he said a few words to Howard there on the phone, but other than that, he's been very quiet, but I can't blame him. I don't know what it's like to lose a brother, but can't imagine. That bottle does not pour well. I hate pouring stuff out of bottles like that. You could see it dribble on the table. I'm pretty sure she spilt some the first time, but they like cut and cleaned it up. Because you could actually like see it going down the edge of the bottle as she poured it. Oh, that's right. This happened. Yep, and we're back here now. Huh. Gus looks like he might know something. I remember thinking that last episode too. Yeah, we were left with that look by Gus. Terrifying. Is he gonna try to get rid of the pills that he swapped? Why do it? I don't know. Why do we look at that sewer grate? Why now? Why not just go? Why not just go somewhere else and dispose of them? I mean, I guess maybe in case of this, he doesn't want to have them on him. Alright. Is he getting, like, the new lead on this while Hector's out? For now? Man, I hate just standing somewhere. Like, if I'm standing, I want to be, like, doing something, right? Like, I'm kind of like Nacho, where I'm always pacing. I hate just standing still. Oh, I think earlier on, I started saying something and never finished it. I was around the license scene in the beginning. I need to get my license renewed. But I can't go in... I mean, I can't do it online this time because it's been too long. I renewed online last time. They need a new picture of me, so I have to make an appointment soon. My birthday's coming up in a few months. Stroke, okay. Alright, so things just continue. Guess that makes sense. Do they have to get Tuco out of jail somehow? So that way he can take over? I don't know if that's the best idea, though. Dumping him here. Yeah, I mean, they're pills, right? The capsules are meant to dissolve in, like, liquid, I believe, in the body. I don't know exactly how those capsules work, but they should dissolve in the water, and then whatever is in them is just gone, right? Oh, shit. Is that the guy that works for Gus? Could he tell he was dropping pills? I don't know, it's dark. But he knows he dropped something, so can they figure it out? I don't know. Who are you? Uh-oh. Is he the father or just a, like, neighbor? Okay, well, there it is, dad. Wasn't sure if it was just a friendly neighbor. Who are you, sir? Don't back up and hit your kid. I've heard of stories like that. Uh-oh. You gotta fix your chain. You left your lights on, buddy? That's a dead battery. Barry. What are you missing there, dude? Oh, shit. Mike. That's why we were seeing that whole thing. They don't look exactly the same, but I guess if you look at that picture from a distance, you see a bald white man. What are you doing in Madrigal there, Mike? Trying to look like he fits in. I love watching Mike work. Act like you fit in. I feel like I've seen that guy before. Mike. Let's make sure they don't see your tag too close. The cat. Signed it, Barry. just took this guy's place. Damn. You know, they make a lot of money when. I have no idea what Mike is up to. It's whatever. I feel like it's whatever he read on the lower part of that card made him interested. DR, DQ. Marking down the cameras. Is he like trying to actually do security work? Could that be what he's doing? Or I doubt he'd ever plan on trying to like steal from here, right? But I wonder if he's looking for like vulnerabilities. But why would he like have to get a fake ID and everything to come in here and do that? I love how Mike just works with confidence and people just believe him. Friggin' Mike. Oh. You get like a temporary pass. Uh-oh. This is the guy you're impersonating. Oh shit, okay, he knows exactly what he's doing. Is he gonna take his temporary one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so he's just looking for vulnerabilities. Alright, Mike. That was the gist of what I thought he might have been doing, but I wasn't sure why he stole the card to get in there when I thought he could just get access, but it was to prove how insecure they are that he was able to do it. Oh, shit. Oh, even he came. I guess lawyers. They knew him. Who be you? Ugh. Are they just people from HHM, maybe? We've probably seen them before. Oh, man. I don't know how I'd feel about, like, a bunch of people coming up. Like, I know it's how funerals go, you know? But I just feel like I'd want to be left alone. Is that Rebecca crying in the back? Yeah. Howard. Yep. Oh, man. Is that Howard waiting there? Oh. Gonna say suicide? Is he gonna tell him about being bought out of HHM? Yeah. Oh, fuck. Jimmy's gonna blame himself. Jimmy's gonna blame himself. Oh, shit. Oh, Jimmy. I feel bad for Howard, too. I know I'm focusing on Jimmy in this, but... Shit. Jimmy. That's a fucked up thing to say. Just the... Is it like the stages of grief, or... Wow, and that's how they end it. God damn. Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 1. I'm kind of the way Kim was at the end there. I'm kind of speechless. Like, I feel like it might be kind of like the stages of grief thing where everyone kind of handles grief differently. Like obviously they had their big blowout, but there's no way that Jimmy would be like happy that Chuck is dead, I don't think. So I feel like this is like, I don't know. I feel like it's like at the end there that was Jimmy kind of trying to like take his mind off it maybe or something, cuz I don't know, I kind of expected Jimmy to blame himself, right? Obviously, I don't think he'd say it out loud right there, right? He's not going to tell them like, "Oh, I'm the one that told the malpractice insurance about Chuck," kind of thing. But Jimmy is the one that told them, and then they go after Chuck, which causes this whole incident. And it's not like Jimmy's fault. Like it's not like Jimmy's going to jail because of what he did, right? It's like uh but I can imagine Jimmy thinking it's his fault, right? It's one of those things where yeah, I mean, obviously he tipped over the domino, but it doesn't mean that he's the one that like killed Chuck or anything. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel bad for Howard in that situation because obviously Howard lost a friend and everything, and he came here, confronted them about those feelings and everything. But I mean, he also did just admit to Jimmy that he might be the reason why Chuck died, and I guess it would kind of make sense if Jimmy doesn't like show sympathy and try to make Howard feel better, right? If someone came to you and was like, I might be the reason why Chuck killed himself, right? Like you're not going to be happy with that person. So maybe Jimmy's reaction is justified, right? I'm not sure. But the way he went off and like went to make coffee and was like whistling and smiling at the fish, like I think it might be maybe like denial, like the different stages of grief he might be suffering from, like denial in that moment kind of thing. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see where Jimmy goes from here because, you know, I mean, he doesn't have anyone else, right? Like that was his last bit of family, and as much as he tried to make it work with Chuck, Chuck was, the way he was up until the end. Um and I mean, Jimmy was still Jimmy. They both did bad things, right? They both weren't great. They were terrible for each other essentially. But I just I don't know. It's going to be interesting because a lot of like every time Jimmy started to fall off the wagon, I feel like it was something to do with Chuck that would like kind of drag him back in. Sometimes it was Kim too, like Kim wasn't replying to his calls and stuff when he was like just doing the scams and staying in that like hotel or wherever that was where he was lounging in the pool. Um and I think that made him realize that if he goes down this path and doesn't take the job at Davis and Maine, then Kim's not really going to talk to him anymore. So it's obviously sometimes Kim too to like sway his decision to like do the right thing. But I also sometimes think he did it to, as we know from the show, try to impress his brother because that was like a big thing with Jimmy was wanting to make his brother proud, the last bit of family. He already lost his father, so he wants to make his older brother proud and everything. So, but now without that, where does Jimmy go from here, kind of thing. Also, what happens with the PPD? I didn't really think about that. I imagine the PPD would still be in effect, right? Because Jimmy still committed the crimes, right? So he would still have to be good for a year or whatever, and his license is still suspended and all that, or else, and if he's not good, he goes to jail, kind of thing. But yeah, the little embers in the beginning was kind of like an interesting touch to the episode, where we had the embers kind of floating on the screen as the camera panned, and it panned all the way to Jimmy, and like the embers were still there, kind of like burning out. And I wonder if that's like the embers burning out was Chuck's life burning out, kind of thing, if that was supposed to be the symbolism for that. But man, It just really thinks that Chuck is dead. Like, I feel like I wasn't ready for his character to leave the story yet, right? Like, I was liking that he was getting better, and obviously he had this relapse and everything. Like, I kind of wish we got more from him. I wanted to see him come back from this relapse and continue to get better and maybe take the money that he's getting. And I don't know if he could, I don't know with the buyout if he could like start his own firm. I don't know what like the terms are for that, you know, or if like or how that works. I just kind of thought about that because I think I talked last episode about, you know, or maybe it was I talked at one point wondering if like Chuck will do like a solo practice and try to build something up again. But there might be something in that, you know, selling out from or being bought out from Hamlin McGill of like he can't like start his own firm or work in law anymore or something like that. I don't know, but either way, but yeah, they said he died of smoke inhalation, which is, you know, a shitty. I still think it's a shitty death, but it's better than being burnt alive, right? Like that would be ultimately shitty. Like I would rather drown, freeze, like so many of these things over burning to death. I can't imagine because it takes so long for you to burn to death. Like, oh man, I can't imagine like a freaking sunburn to the umpteenth degree with your like skin sizzling and shit. Fuck that, you know? So definitely, I mean, smoke inhalation still isn't great. I mean, it's essentially like a suffocation kind of thing, right? Because you just can't, you're just not getting oxygen. You can't breathe, so that's what causes you to die. But man, on the other side of things, we have Hector having his stroke. Now, I don't know if this is the straw that broke the camel's back, you know? Did I say that phrase right? But, you know, I don't know if this is going to be where he's stuck in his wheelchair doing the bell thing, right? Or if this is just like the first stroke. Maybe he has like another one and that's the one that leads him there. We'll still have to wait and see. We don't have those results yet, but they're keeping business going as usual under the Salamanca name and everything, but Gus is predicting that there's going to be war. People are going to hear about this. You know, the muscle Hector, the one that, you know, kept everything in check. There's going to be rival cartels or whatever trying to push their way into Salamanca's territory. And they have to I imagine they have to try to keep things in order. But I wonder if Gus is going to help with that at all, or what's going to happen with all that. But we had Gus's guy watching Nacho drop those pills, so I wonder where that's gonna lead. Like, will Nacho get in trouble, or will Gus be okay with what he did? Like, I don't know if this is gonna be a TV show thing where he could tell he dropped like pills, or if he's just gonna be like, we saw you drop something in the river, right? But like with the way that Gus looked at him after he handed those pills, and then seeing him drop something in the river, they might put two and two together even if the guy didn't see what he was dropping. Because I mean, it was nighttime, like there was a little bit of light, but everything would have been like shadowed, right? I feel like you wouldn't be able to like tell what he's throwing from where that guy was watching with binoculars, kind of thing, right? So I think they'd have to just make like assumptions. But yeah, like Gus wanted Hector to suffer, and now maybe Hector being in a wheelchair, if that's where this leads, is like maybe that will be the kind of suffering that Gus wants. Like that can't be a shitty existence, the way that he lives in that wheelchair, only being able to like ring a bell, not being able to like move his body much at all and stuff like that. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I hope I worry for Nacho because I don't think we ever saw him in Breaking Bad. So I have a feeling that Nacho at some point is gonna die. I mean, unless he just gets out of the business and, you know, goes and works with his dad, and then that's that. But usually this kind of business you don't just walk away from. So unfortunately, I think Nacho might die at some point. But I really like his character, so we'll have to see. On the Mike side of things, he quit his job because obviously if he's working at, you know, Madrigal, then he's not he shouldn't be working at that place, or they're going to be like, how do you have two jobs? I mean, people have two jobs, right? But if they're marking him as like full-time there or something, then it's hard to work full-time and another job, especially that one might be full-time as well, kind of thing. But either way, he quit his job, he has more time because he can make his own hours and stuff, and he actually went in and did his job. I don't know if they expected him to do his job, right? Security consultant. It might have just been kind of like a, hey, you know, this is what your job title is. We're just going to keep paying you, and, you know, you don't have to do anything. But he went in, he stole the guy's badge, didn't even realize it, walked in there, did all that stuff, and I was really confused at the start of like what he was trying to accomplish. I thought he read something and he was trying to like investigate it, kind of thing, but no, he was just doing security consulting. I think it was around the time when he was marking down the cameras that I really realized that I think he might be like looking for security loopholes, kind of thing, and that's where I got the idea, and that's what it ended up being. He was, you know, he confronted the manager and he's like listing all the things that are wrong with their security. Passwords on post-it notes, man, that's such a common thing. Oh man. But like, you know, being able to walk in there so easily, no one even second guessing, no one checking IDs, you know, like, so I wonder when he said like contact Lydia, I wonder what that's gonna, like, is Lydia gonna be like, you weren't supposed to actually do your job like this, or will she be grateful, you know? I guess we'll see. So, but yeah, other than that, this episode was just a rough one because it's crazy how little Jimmy talked, you know? It's such a hard thing to like get an idea on Jimmy's mental state, right? Excuse me. He was just kind of going through the motions and doing his thing, or like just, you know, kind of on autopilot in a way, from finding out about Chuck's death all the way to there. Like, obviously he said a few things, but not much. He was in a lot of scenes and there wasn't a lot of talking on his part, and you know, I'm really just curious to see what happens with Jimmy next, right? The way that Kim was looking at him, I feel like Kim probably understands that he's hurting, and this might be the way that he handles, like I said in the beginning, everyone handles grief differently. So we'll just have to see. I hope it's not going to be something where Jimmy's just happy that he's dead or something like that, but based off the way he acted for the majority of this episode, I don't think he's happy that Chuck is gone, right? But yeah. It'll be interesting to see how his mental state is in the coming episodes and stuff. So, but yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I guess I didn't really talk much about the beginning scenes. Maybe I should do that. The black and white beginning scenes of him going to the hospital being tested. We never really found out what was wrong with him, right? Unless I missed it. But he was discharged, so it must not be anything too terrible. The like the taxi driver possibly seeing him, I mean, it's just more evidence that he's on the lam, different name and everything. He's trying to hide, and we know that, obviously. But I wonder if that Albuquerque guy like did recognize him. Is that why he was like staring so much, or was that dude just weird? You know, it's like they focused on it for so long, and that guy stared for so long that he was making me feel weird too. Like, I know Jimmy is a bit paranoid, right, about this whole thing, but also that dude was staring quite a bit. So it might have been something where he was like trying to figure out, you know, when you like see someone and you're like, have I seen him before? And you're like trying to figure out who it is. I Actually, in the credits, do they tell you who Man 1 is? I think is what the subtitles called him. They might not. I might have to look it up. Let's see. Vince Gilligan. The first little credits. Do 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 do. Co-starring X-ray technician. Am I stupid? Where did we see an X-ray being done? Was it maybe in the beginning? Were they doing X-rays on Jimmy in the beginning? It might have been it. ER doctor, EMT, fire chief. Does Man 1 not get recognized? Carl, facility manager, Ramirez, Sam, Barry's son. Yeah, they just never mention, I guess, right? Do they have like camera operators? There was a Man 1 when they were talking about Bruce Lee versus Ali and everything. The one of the guys there, I felt like I recognized, but I don't see him in the credits. Can I? Whoops, that's not the internet. Better Call Saul. 4X1 Man 1 actor? Because I feel like I've seen him somewhere. Maybe I should call it, maybe the episode's called Smoke instead of 4X1. Let's see, IMDb for this episode. Let's see if I can find the guy. Give me... We've got top cast. There we go. Brendan Jennings. Best known for AP Bio, Thunder Force, Things I Don't Know. I bet you anything he was someone in like a Law and Order episode or something. Night Court. I don't know any of these. Maybe he was in Parks and Rec, so I mean that's at least something I've seen. I still don't remember him from it, but yeah. That's really the only thing. I don't think I've seen any of this other stuff. So if I recognize him, I guess it's from Parks and Rec, but he was only in one episode, so I believe, right? Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe he just looks like someone that I've seen before. But anyway, with that out of the way now, I don't know what else to make of that like black and white beginning scene other than just more paranoid stuff and him being scared and trying to avoid people that are from, you know, Albuquerque, and a taxi driver that has the Albuquerque thing on there and everything, like, made him even more paranoid and stuff like that. So, I wonder where we're going to pick up next season, because we kind of just left off him there. I mean, I imagine we're not going to pick up, like, with him in that street, right? I imagine he's going to have found a way home kind of thing, and we're just going to pick up with whatever they want to show next. But I do wonder what, like, I like them, but I wonder what their purpose is of showing us all that, you know, like, just random black and white, not random, but, you know, Jimmy living his life post all of this kind of thing. But, or maybe it's just to give us an idea of, like, where he ends up, and that's all we really ever really get. So, But yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I already mentioned all that good stuff, the Patreon, all that stuff I mentioned in the beginning. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.